Hello there guys, and welcome back to a brand new James Vlogs episode. This is episode 105 today on the DVD reviews. Welcome back guys. Now it's been a while since I've done a video in my room here where I got my collection on show, but that is because I've recently had it decorated. Back in the month of June, I think it was, I had like condensation on some dampness in my room, so we had a friend who came in and decorated it for us and gave it a paint as well, and that's why my Doctor Who posters and some of the posters that I originally had on that wall there are now gone, because when I took the posters down they ripped. So the only posters I currently have is the Ghostbuster ones on my door there. So Ghostbusters 1, Ghostbusters 2 and Vigo the Carpathian. That's the only posters I currently have at the moment, so I'm going to have to get some new posters to put up here on this wall just there. But I'm going to do that eventually. And so when I put my DVD shelves because I had to move my shelves into the spare room here until the decorating was done, then I put everything back, but I rearranged some stuff, which I'll quickly show off now. And sometime soon I might do a new DVD collection overview video with my Blu-rays as well. But let's quickly show you the collection here. So there's of course my miscellaneous and movie collection. Got a over here is my small collection of Blu-rays, which go down to this shelf here. Sorry, that's not, it's like a Ghostbuster shelf there, just there. And then I got more space there for brand new Blu-rays. I made a shelf completely blank for new Blu-rays to go in there. And I moved my Buffy the Vampire Slayer collection with Angel as well. And so I still got some space there for some new seasons of Supernatural, True Blood, The X-Files and different stuff to go down there. Because I needed a second shelf for my Ghostbusters collection, because there you can see my Ecto 1 figure with the No Ghost logo figure and my slime that my niece got me when I went over to my sister's a little while ago, which I showed off on another video. And when I get some more Ghostbuster figures, they'll go along there as well. There's the instructions and the box for the PKE meter prop replica, and I got the prop just there on show. That's my first ever Ghostbusters prop replica. And of course we've got my slimed book there of Nickelodeon's Golden Age. And back when I had this bedroom done, the friend gave us a PlayStation 2, which I plugged into the TV in the spare bedroom, but the TV don't seem to be working at the moment. But we had some games given to us, 4 games I believe it was, and a box of controllers. I'll just turn the light on. Oh, there's no light in here. Hope you can see this. Okay, there's the TV there. There's the box of goodies. The PlayStation just there. PlayStation 2, I think I said it was. Yes, PlayStation 2. There's a controller just there. And 4 games it comes with. Light switch ain't working, it's a bit dark in here. You've got Tomb Raider, Resident Evil, and another 2 games there. So might have to just get that to work at some point. But I'm not going to be playing that. That's mainly for my nieces. But now, guys, we're going to go downstairs, and I got one new movie to show off. Excuse me. As I bought a brand new DVD yesterday. And I'm going to review my favourite episode of Masters of Horror. So let's go and do all that now. And there is Supernatural Season 10, which I have still yet to watch, or re-watch I should say. There's Goosebumps, the book of the movie, which I'm still reading. And the Ghostbusters graphic novel, which I still have yet to read. And I'm still currently re-watching the Real Ghostbusters Complete DVD collection just there. And now we'll go on and review my favourite Masters of Horror episode and my DVD update. So yeah. Here is one of my recently liked videos. A new unboxing of somebody opening their Bob's Prop Shop Proton Pack prop replica. That's one of the latest liked videos I made on my channel, which I'd you know, hopefully like to own one day, but they are pretty pricey, so we have to see about that. But anyway, my movie that I picked up yesterday was went into Asda. I went to the £5 DVDs, and so I picked up a movie that I saw in the cinema a while ago, and we want to see it again. I knew that I wanted to pick it up at some point. The Blu-ray wasn't there, so I got Dracula Untold here on DVD. Looking really forward to watching this one again. The story of how Dracula started off, so very cool stuff. And now for I recently got finished watching the 2 sets of Masters of Horror, which is Masters of Horror Series 1 Volume 1. And of course, you know about the story of that I couldn't get Season 1 Volume 2 because it wasn't in stock. And the same with Season 2 Volume 1. So the only one I could get was obviously Season 2 Volume 2, which I've also just finished watching as well. And I was going to do a little review of my favourite episode in this set, which is the last one, Ernest R. Dickerson's The V Word, just there. Hopefully you can see that writing. Can't tell, but yeah, it's called The V Word. And so basically these 2 friends are, the episode opens where they're playing a video game, and it looks as though it's Doom 3. So they're playing a game, and one of the friends start talking to, there's this black guy and this white guy there talking, and they're good friends. And so they're talking about what to do that current evening. And one of the ideas that came up was to the other friend, would you like to see a dead body? And because this particular guy talking at the moment has a cousin that's working in a mortuary or a you know, a funeral home. And so the idea is that they go off to it and you know, have a few scares and see if they can find any dead bodies. So they go off to this place, and the place appears to be open. So they go in and starts to get kind of scared. They find stuff out of place to what they saw at one point, and then it was different, you know, a little while after. They went to try and escape out of the unlocked door, but when they checked the door, it was actually locked. They found an open coffin that was actually closed when they last looked, and they had to you know, go upstairs and investigate or look for another exit, because the main one they came in of was locked. So they went upstairs and went towards this this room, which is not really a part of the episode, because they went in there, saw this dead person, this woman, I think. Then they came out and they saw a sign going towards a fire exit. They go down there and they end up in a room of dead bodies, you know, underneath these blankets or sheets. And one of them starts to move and get up. The one that moves and get up is the picture actually in the thumbnail to this video. And the vampire is played by actor Michael Ironside. He's in another movie I got called Extraterrestrial, and he's also in my favourite Tales from the Crypt episode. Oh jeez, I can't remember the title of the episode, but I'll have to check that at some point and then, you know, tell you about that in a future video. But he's in a Tales from the Crypt episode. He's also in this episode, The V-Word, as well. And he's an ex-math teacher in a school, and he got fired for, I guess, molesting children. That's the background of the of this character. So he must have got fired and then somehow, you know, become a vampire, and now he's turned. The black friend in this particular episode, they both try and get away, but one of them, you know, gets caught by this vampire and has a big chunk taken out his neck, and you know, and then the other friend has to run away because he's pretty scared. And a little later, at the other friend's house, he hears a knock at the door. Opens the door and finds that it's his friend with the big with the blood wound open, and he invites him in, and he's actually like healing up. But he tries drinking some water and it comes all out of this blood wound. Now this is not like your typical like vampire episode. It's kind of modernised. The vampire itself, played by Michael Ironside, is he has no fangs. He's just like has yellowish teeth. So that's why they take chunks out of the neck instead of like 2 puncture wounds on the neck. But this is my absolute favourite episode of the entire series at the moment, because I need to see the rest of the series when I manage to pick up the rest of the show. But as of right now, I saw this episode online a while ago, and this still remains my favourite episode still at the moment. But that was my quick, and I totally recommend it, guys, if you're a fan of Masters of Horror, and particularly if you like vampire movies like I do. But this is it now, guys, for this vlog. Until next time. So until then, goodbye and take care.